Welcome to the studio. Today we're going to take an exclusive look behind the scenes at how filament is made at scale. Now, I was the first content creator to be invited inside Polymaker's brand new US factory down in Houston, Texas, where they've been quietly producing filament now for over a year. And if you've ever used Polymaker filament, this is where the magic happens. And with global tariffs shaking up 3D printing, Polymaker's move to US-based production is a very big deal. So, in this video, I'll take you through the full process from pellets to spools and share why this factory might be the most important filament move in years. Plus, I'll explain how new tariffs are impacting prices and what Polymaker is doing to help. I'm also going to throw a little coupon code here on the screen called LMSHOWFIRSTTRY, and if you've never used Polymaker filament before, it's going to save you like 15%. Seriously, go do it. So, sit back and relax and watch me walk backwards for the next few minutes as I take you through the entire process from warehouse to filament production. Welcome to Polymaker Houston. This is Polymaker's factory. Kind of cool that Polymaker's running some Bamboo Lab machines. This is an A1 and that is a P1P. It's going to get loud, but here we go. First, we're going to walk through and we're going to take a look at their warehousing. We're going to show you all the massive spools of filament. I mean, this is incredible. Piles and piles, rows and rows of filament. Over here, we have pallets of Polymaker, Polylite, PLA, ASA, ABSs. We have everything that you can imagine. This is where we have the manufacturing lines, and we're going to come back to those. All right, someone's going to have to tell me if I walk into something backwards. Right here, we have things that you can't see, so don't look over there. We're going to have to blur that. Over here, we have some of their polycore material, which is Polymaker's new, basically their pellets, their core raw material. Polymaker is actually at capacity here. In fact, they're over capacity. They're at about 110%. This place is full. If you look over here, all the way to those bay doors, they are packed with filament. Every aisle is loaded. We have some raw materials, some resins over here. We'll talk about that in a minute. So much filament. As far as you can see, there's filament. We're going to go down one of these aisles. How about this one right here? We'll go down this aisle and we'll take a look and we'll see some of the filament that they have here. We have Polyterra PLA in red. We have Polylite PLA. We have that in gray. There's lots of grays and blacks here, which is actually surprising. We have some Polymax PC in black. We have 5 kilogram, 3 kilogram, 1 kilogram. I mean, it is insane. Here's a box, MC box. What do we got? I hope they don't get mad at me. There you go, Polyterra Glacier Blue. Pretty sweet, huh? There's just so much filament here, is incredible. And if you can smell it, it smells amazing. It's like this maple syrup blanket that's just wrapped all around you. It's awesome. We'll go around this side and we'll go out. Polylite ASA in gray. We'll skip an aisle. Look at all this. Now we'll come down this aisle where we have some Polylite PLA. This is in some silk magenta. What do we have right here? Some crown silk gold and silver. Pretty beautiful stuff. I think I should just take a bunch home. Oh wait, I am. How about this? Polylite PLA in gray. And they also have 2.85 filament here. So here is, this is a 10 pack of Polylite ASA. It's in natural color and it's in 2.85 diameter, which is kind of interesting. Stacks taller than me. Go this way, just so you can see this, then I'm gonna come back towards you. Look at this, so much filament. I mean, you can't even imagine when you're walking around in this warehouse, it is hard to explain. I don't even know if the camera gives it justice. And then if you think that's enough, there's more. Everything behind me, everything back into those corners is loaded with Polymaker filament. Now outside, we have a trailer. So we've loaded it with more boxes and we've loaded it with pallets of Polymaker filament that I'm taking 2,500 miles back to Washington. And I'll be giving all of that filament away. So make sure you hit the like and hit that subscribe button. Okay, I'm gonna kind of spin you around and we're gonna go take a look at manufacturing now. So it's all filament. Don't show that stuff. We have to blur that out. These are boxes. They call these pizza boxes. You can take a look at that. These are all called pizza boxes. These are the boxes that they put the filament in. They have them for 3s, 5s, and most common, of course, 1. Okay, so follow me this way. I'm gonna take you down this one last row of filament, and then I'm gonna take you to the manufacturing line. My nemesis, Polymaker's Polyterra Lava Red. I sure hope it's red, not pink. We've got poly dryers, we have poly dryer boxes, we have polishers. Everything from Polymaker is here. It's pretty amazing. Some of the stuff is going to be blurred out, or a lot of it's going to get cut out, but this is their manufacturing facility. So these are bags of raw material. These are the resins that get mixed, and they get mixed in these machines over here, and you're going to be able to see a machine going. Follow me? Tariffs. I know. That's a scary word. But before we go any further, I want to share something important about tariffs and Polymaker with you. Everything surrounding U.S. import tariffs is changing daily, but I still feel that it's important to mention this here because I think it affects all of us in the 3D printing community.
The cost of bringing in foreign-made materials, especially from Asia, has gone up significantly, and that includes 3D printing filament. Starting May 1st, Polymaker will be increasing their MSRP prices by 10% to help absorb the tariff impact, but they're going to delay that 10% increase to give customers a heads up, which is actually pretty cool. So gives you an opportunity to go pick up some filament now before the price increase. And this is important. They're not raising prices on their wholesale website to continue supporting small businesses in our industry. Now, that could have all been considered bad news, but this is the good news. This Houston facility is exactly why they built it. By manufacturing filament here in the US, lead times have dropped from 3 months to just about 4 weeks, even sometimes less. They're employing local talent, investing in the future of American-made materials, and working towards that ISO certification. In a time where global supply chains are getting hit from every direction, this kind of local manufacturing is what keeps the hobby and the industry moving forward. All right, back to the tour.
This is the tumbler over here, and this is where they mix actually all the pellet colors. They're going to mix those into the actual real colors that you see. And it doesn't take much resin color to change the actual outcome of the filament. But this is the tumbler here, and it's actually mixing up the clear resins and with the colored pigments, and it's actually making and drying that filament that's going to go into the extrusion line. Over here you can see the tubs, and these are actually the colored pigment tubs, right, that get used inside that tumbler to make the mix. And now I'm going to walk you down this filament line, and we're going to walk really quick. This is a dryer. It's actually going to suck the pellets up inside, right? It's drying, and then it comes through this super fancy machine right here, goes through this extruder here. Once it's extruded, it goes into a warm water bath. This whole length is warm water. Then it switches to a cool water or a cold water bath. Now, once it gets up through here, this little mechanism right here blows air on it and actually dries the filament off completely before it goes through this laser measuring device. This laser measuring device is checking to see how round the filament is and what diameter the filament is, and that actually communicates with the whole line, and it can make adjustments to keep the filament precise. Now, this machine right here is a buffer. So if you back up just really quick and don't trip, when he begins to take off the spool or when the machine is spooling, this buffer can take up space in the filament line so that nothing slows down or nothing is stopped. And then of course, once they finish the spool and it starts spooling again, this buffer can shrink back down and feed filament. Now this is the machine right here. This is what they call a manual spooler. And as you can see right here, this is actually feeding and making that nice, beautiful winding that we're used to with Polymaker filament. Now there's some green lights up here, and this tells everybody that the machines are operating correctly. But here in just a moment, matter of fact, a few seconds, this is gonna start to blink orange, and that's gonna tell an employee to come over here and change out the spool. And maybe that'll happen and we'll be able to get that on video. While we're waiting for this to finish spooling, these machines over here, these are multi-million-dollar, super high-tech machines that are auto winders. These things have robot arms in there, and they do everything from spooling the filament to actually putting the filament end through the keeper with a robot. It's incredible. And I don't know if I can show that to you, but I'll try. Now, as you can see, this light right here is blinking orange, and that's gonna signal to an employee that they're gonna come over here and they're gonna swap out this spool. He's gonna go ahead and cut that filament, and then he's gonna go ahead and remove that spool, put a new spool on, and start that winding again. There's a blank, the blank goes in, and then he'll just get that winding up again, and that's pretty awesome. You think about it, that this is the way that filament has always been done, and then this over here, this is the new way that all the filament will be done.
Hey, you want to get your hands on some of this sweet Polymaker for free? Seriously, I live stream Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays on twitch.tv/LoyalMoses at 5 p.m. Pacific, and we give away filament, printers, and accessories every time we go live. In fact, last year, I gave away over $250,000 in Polymaker filament. Not kidding. Seriously. Twitch.tv/LoyalMoses. I'll have it on the screen and the description. We'd love to have you.
All right, now the machine winds the spools. Once they're done, they come this way, and they get put into these dust cabinets. And these dust cabinets store all the different filament. They're on rollers. The rollers come over here stacked with filament, and they get kind of piled up here. Then they go into this tent, which is basically kept at a low level of humidity. Then they come over in here. I don't know what they call them. They're big ovens, but they're dryers of some type. But they actually have like a little bell that dings it, like, I don't know, it's like an oven when your cookies are done. But the filament actually rolls in here, and it's dried to make sure that the filament is ready to be packaged and sealed. So whole bunch of dryers. They got nice cool buzzers on them, little bells that ding when they're done. Then once the filament comes out of here, it's gonna go around into this side over here. Now this big facility over here, we can't get into right now, unfortunately. There is a multi-million-dollar machine in here, and I'll try and get B-roll for you. But this machine inside this room is what does all of the packaging for Polymaker. It takes the filament, it puts it in a bag, it seals it, puts it in a box, applies all the stickers and labels, and out the other end of the machine, you get finished boxes of Polymaker product that are ready to put in cases and ready to be shipped directly to you. Come back over here and we'll get a peek in the opposite end. There's a window that we can look through. So here's a window. This is part of a little bit of their test lab here, but we can get through a peek through this window to kind of look at this multi-million-dollar machine. So if you come over here and kind of look that direction, what you're seeing is the end of that multi-million-dollar machine where the filament spools actually come out in boxes and they are ready to go. The filament will come down that extrusion line, go through the auto winder, then it comes out, gets put onto a cart. There's rails that will actually take it through the rest of the process from drying to packaging. So as soon as the pellets are mixed, the last time a human touches it is when it's in a case and it's being ready to be shipped to you. So I hope you enjoyed that quick little tour here in the Polymaker factory in Houston, Texas. This is amazing that Polymaker is now manufacturing filament right here in the United States. I hope you enjoyed this content. Thank you, Polymaker, for letting us come down here and sharing our factory with you. Thank you for supporting this channel. I hope you enjoyed the content. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.